Art Allen here. Thanks for watching and listening. We're talking with one of the stars of I'm Totally Fine and part of the Workaholics crew. The circle is almost complete. We're missing one cast member, Adam Devine. We've had Anders. We've had yourself. We've had a lot of a lot of folks. Kyle, thanks for your time today. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, absolutely happy to be here.
Yes, well, he also has a fantastic podcast as well, and we'll talk about that as we wrap up here. But let's talk about I'm Totally Fine. We had Jillian on yesterday. What can people expect, or what do you hope people expect when they have a chance to watch this fantastic film?
Well, I think I hope to stir up, healthy conversation and healthy emotions. I hope to stir up laughter. I hope to, contemplate realities and life forms and all the good things that you can hope for when talking about independent cinema. I hope to stir that up. I hope to stir that up.
I think it will, because it's such a great film and created in a very specific time capsule for us. And sort of covers a lot of different topics. I'm very curious because you have been a part of so many different things. What was the idea or genesis behind this for you as a content creator and as an actor and storyteller?
Well, the film's director, Brandon Dermer, is a good friend of mine. And we were talking and he called and he said, I want to do this movie about loss of control, like powerlessness. And at the time during, summer of 2020, when the whole world was feeling powerless and out of control, it was very clear to me that it needed to be done because this was a story that could stand on its own, and it'll be a good watch in 10 years. It'll be a good watch in 20 years. It doesn't rely on that time period, but what it is it's a direct reflection of that time period. And as artists, I think we all just needed to put something truthful out there, something that we were feeling out for the world to watch, because that's what we feel called upon to do.
Yeah, I think you all did a fantastic job. So having had so much experience and working with the Workaholics crew on so many different projects, which was such a great era of time for you guys, was it kind of a no-brainer to get the band back together, so to speak?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, Jillian and I, we have never lost contact. We were friends before Workaholics, and friends till the bitter end. We're lifers. We're each other's lifers, and so I've been honestly every time we talk, we're like, what are we going to work together on? What are we going to work together on? And so with this project, I just saw it as an opportunity to ask my favorite, most talented, funniest female friend to do the role. Somebody that I grew up with to play in this movie and to examine this and just come out and do this art project with us, because in a way it kind of was just that. We were made it in a bubble with 20 people and we were all just kind of participating in this art project. And so, Jillian was a no-brainer. And then I was very grateful when she said yes, because it's like, okay, great. Now we get to work. Now we get to do something special.
Yeah.
And having Blake in the film is just, Blake is my best friend. Blake and I have known each other since we were 8 years old.
Yeah.
And so to have my best friend in a film and that with this subject, I think it's just, I don't know, man, it's just important. It's important to have those who you love around you.
Yeah, Blake is great. We had him on for his Hulu show. I think it was Woke.
Yeah.
And then we've had Anders on for Inventing Anna, and of course you for this project. You all are just so talented, and I find the way that you do comedy, the way that you all do drama is so very well nuanced, and you're just able to shift gears very effectively, which I think is one of the things that makes this film so good. Um, so I want to ask, one last question or two here. Where you've known a lot of these folks, as you said, Blake, since you were 8. Where did the interest start for you as an actor, as a storyteller, and somebody who I would consider to be very efficient and a student of like comedy and improv and that sort of thing?
Where does it start?
Yeah, where did it start for you? Like, has it always been part of your world? Is it something you've always been interested in, like back to being a small child?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think from the moment I saw that, something that I could do would evoke an emotion and a reaction from others, I think it was that's an addictive thing. That's really a cool thing that you can do. And in my case and my colleagues and my friends, we decide to take that power and flip it into laughter, because laughter is life. Laughter is so important for people who need it. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't know. So yeah, it's just important to put that out into the world. And I feel that way. I know Blake feels that way. I know Jillian feels that way. I know Adam feels that way. Durs feels that way. It's like we all connect over that common bond. In terms of like how we can be dramatic with it, I think that's just being real. It's just trying to find a grounding element to make things funny. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know why we're drawn to it. I don't know why that happens. For me, I've always wanted to make people smile and laugh. It's been my favorite thing to do.
Well, you all do an amazing job. Your podcast, of course, is fantastic. This is important. You guys always never disappoint with the topics that you tackle. And it's cool because you get to be successful and make money, but also get to have the best job with your best friends in life. And I think that's the ultimate dream that everyone has, right? To really be able to do that and make a living, so to speak. And it's incredible and it's inspiring for other content creators like myself. I said this to Anders, I said it to Blake, I'll say it to you. You're an inspiration to us folks out here who are grinding it and want to put out something that's quality and for people to enjoy. Everybody, please be sure to check out I'm Totally Fine when you have the opportunity. It will be available to stream here in the coming days. Kyle, thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure chatting with you.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you so much.